key guy right now for Cactus. Even Hero coming down today. And here he is in the flesh. 10-6, 3-2 versus Zerg.
I mean, his individual league results speak much louder, I think, than just these stats alone.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot of games played. 16 in Pro League. That means he's been fielded like every single time, basically, or nearly every time. And 4-0 in ace matches is an incredible stat, and to have an average kill of 2.0 that is unheard of.
He is like the new ace match player here for Cactus. Many times, you know, just really coming through in the clutch. And funnily enough, he is 1-3 versus Losira.
I think a lot of that's from old Wings of Liberty, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know if those are only hot stats. They should be, but
I think they are.
I can't think of the last time they played against each other.
I don't know. At the same time, you see some stats between like older players that have played like since a long time ago, and usually they have like 17 games versus each other, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's a lot of stats.
Yeah. Losira, the fast hands, angry face.
Yeah. He's got that lean, the death stare into the monitor.
Yeah. It's 3-1 versus ByuL, as mentioned before. His arrow is sideways now. He was on a crazy streak, was leading the pack in individual rankings, but he's had a lot of trouble recently, and I think he's just got to grab his mental, as they say, and move forward.
Grab that mental, shake it around, put it in front of your opponent.
Yeah, and the thing is, Losira is an incredible ZVZ player. I really like his ZVZ style. He's often an innovator. We saw him use like heavy Beetleist. We've seen him use crazy Infestor Rush type weird strategies from the beginning of time. And he's one of those players that's been around for the beginning of Starcraft 2 all the way to the end, and is still a top-tier player.
Yeah. He's made his comeback, kind of fallen off a little bit compared to round 1 of Pro League, but let's see if he can be MVP's ace match player tonight. Let's jump into the game right now. Up here in the top right, in the red for Cactus, the Zerg player. He is ByuL.
Name means star for good reason. Himneze, Himurneo. Down to the bottom left in blue. Ooh, the best camera shot I've ever seen.
They don't even show his full face or his body or anything, just the eyes.
And awesome play. Cheering for same basic generic message. No, I wouldn't say generic, but I mean, if you're gonna cheer for someone, you're gonna say, "I'm cheering for you." Basically, I'm rooting for you.
No,
there's not that many.
I believe in you.
It's like she's not gonna be like, "Kill him with that 10 pool like we planned."
So ByuL getting the favor from the fans, 76-24. I think that's granted. I'd put that. Close.
I'd say
I put it up there. Actually.
What numbers would you give? Actually, I kind of like talking about this.
I think that's pretty granted. Like 75-25.
I would put 65-35. Slightly different, but the same basic gist. So we got cross spawns here, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna get.
We were
roachy.
talking about it getting roachy, and here we go. Both players just going for straight up hatches first.
Yeah, it's tough to go early pool on a map like this. And we did see Leonot go for it earlier, like on this map with with life with a weird scouting pattern and stuff like that. But you can do it. You can make it work. Leonot still didn't actually make it work because Russians even at vertical spawns is pretty far. But it's something that we do see players do from time to time, is what I should say.
Yeah. ByuL going for a bit of a greedier build here. He's going to go for 2 drones and then gas. And then the pool. So, could be slightly ahead of Losira, who's playing a little bit more safe. No gas here. Also, the pool right after the hatch.
Yeah. I mean, let's pay close attention to how much gas is mined, as that's oftentimes the sign of what's to come. And honestly, I really like ByuL's position, because I think that going gasless on this map is, it's going to grant you Well, okay, there's advantages to each, right? So for ByuL, he has early link speed on a big map when you want to be able to cross the map quickly for any reason, you know, to scout a base, deny a base, do anything with your speedlings. That's going to be quite helpful. But the gas list gives you more minerals because you're probably not going to be up against a timing attack, so having speed or perhaps even defensive banelings is not as important on this map. Especially once you start to figure out that your opponent's cross-spawn with you, as these overlords are really close to each other. I'm sure they figured it out by now. But my point here basically is speed versus money is like what they're going for here. Minerals.
Yeah. I mean, the other thing that I guess we can mention about the gasless is you can commit to a bit more queens, maybe get that creep spread a little bit farther out on the map.
Yeah, a lot of transfuses for any sort of encounter you might face. It's a very safe defensive build. It doesn't allow you much pressure. You're not an aggressor if you do this gasless. You're kind of a sitting duck. But with this extra money, you can do a lot of things. You can take a fast third base, which I would not normally say in this matchup, but on this map, I feel like a quicker third base is feasible. And once you do have all that money, you can make more drones and add, like you say, we're adding right now 6 more drones, and get the gas up. Then you have all this extra mineral bank to make your roaches. So it's 2 different paths to the same end, essentially. Wow, 10 more drones. Just going hard on the drones, which I think is the right choice. I mean, they both are, obviously, making just drones right now. But he's got a bit more money to do that with, and now he's getting his gases just finally here at the nearly 6-minute mark. Yeah,
I'm very curious to see what ByuL is going to do. He has stayed on 1 gas for a very long time, and he's just slowly banking it up. Right now, I think he's got 2 in the gas. Oh, look at this. Ling will not get in the main, though. Just barely tries to sneak by. He's slowly banking up that gas here, ByuL is. It looks like he's going to put down 2 Evo chambers and just try to get the upgrades very, very far ahead for himself. Looks like that's the plan here.
Yeah. Back over here for Losira's side, he's now adding his Roach Warren, making a bit of a wall himself. And the question really, at the next point is, well, there's 2. Is when are you going to get Lair? Well, you see it's coming up first here for Losira, but when are you going to take a third base? Are you going to take that this early? Are you going to be greedy? Are you going to get some roaches out and pressure a little bit? Are you going to do a roach timing attack with the fast 1-1 upgrades? He's actually going into the Ling upgrades, which is not what I expected.
And going for speed. Okay. Yeah, wow, this is very interesting, because usually with the double Evo, you would want to get those roach upgrades out, because as it gets later and later here in ZVZ, you're going to commit to a ton of roaches, but it seems like ByuL has kind of a different idea here.
I just want to go to more Ling heavy, but
I mean, doesn't he even have a roach warren right now? He's making only Lings.
Yeah, he does, but he's not using it. And with all these Lings he's making, denying a third base is going to be, the goal, I think, initially. He's going to be doing that, I guess, around the time +1 is finishing, maybe even a little bit faster. But yeah, this is when I need my Moonji to really explain this one, because I don't.
We should phone a Fen right now and like get Moonglade on the phone and be like, hey, what's going on? He's like, well, let me tell you.
I would actually, I know he's watching. If I could actually get good phone quality onto the mic, I would literally do that right now.
That would be so funny, man.
That would actually be so fun.
Well,
it's like, well, here's the thing, guys. He just like puts online. He's like, I'm like, thanks, Moonglade. It's like, who wants to be a millionaire?
Yeah. I like the idea from Losira. He's made 2 overseers here. He's going to try to delay those upgrades, but not enough energy just yet. And
he's just going to burst down this hatch. I think this is the plan.
I don't think Losira knows about this. He hasn't seen it.
He hasn't seen it. He sneaks this around. These upgrades line up just as like I said, right when he wants to hit this base, the speed, and the 1-1 finishes. And oh boy.
Well, here we go.
He's going to get some drones here, too.
Oh, wow. Losira actually cancels that. I think that's very smart. No way he could have held that.
Yeah, that's actually kind of annoying for ByuL. Like, he would have loved to get the full kill.
Yeah.
Still, he killed the drone, and he's going to kill this drone, too. That's going down there. Nidus network.
Whoa.
Losira, he's like, oh, whoa, what are you doing? I think he's seen the upgrades, and he's like, you don't have roaches. And so that's kind of a problem for you. Maybe want to tight wall his base back at home so that he can't be like counterattacked and killed that way.
Whoa. Somehow ByuL has an idea that this is a possibility. He's already patrolling 2 Lings in his main just in case. And look at this. Gonna cancel it again. It's gonna take forever to Losira for Losira to ever get a third base up here.
Yeah.
Ooh, looks like he canceled that Nidus.
Oh, did he? Yeah, you're right. And
so, yeah, it looks like he just wants to try to survive here and try to get that third base up. But if you look at drone counts right now, ByuL is massively ahead. 59-44. He's had that third base up for so long. This is just a really interesting play to try to get ahead in the economy way. You commit to the upgrades, you commit to the speed, you can commit to all those lings, but at the end of the day, it is going to be very, very worth it for ByuL.
Losira is just trying to use these goops to like, you know, slow down the production. This has become like a very normal and common occurrence in this matchup, so much so that we even see a split. We're seeing sport crawlers being made to defend this. Like, it's that big of a deal. It's not just one of those things where it's like, oh, that was kind of cute that he did that, and maybe it's going to slow it down. No, this is like, if you consistently commit to the 3 overseers to do this, it's going to make a big deal. You need static defense against Contaminate in 2015. This is the meta. I feel like Losira is in a way like fighting a losing battle with what he's chosen to do here. He's going to have the faster +2, which is the more important upgrade, but he's stuck in his base, and I think he's going to lose this third again.
Oh my god.
If he commits to it, and look at this, the roaches are coming in here at the same time to draw some of these roaches back. No cancel. He's running circles around him, literally.
Losira's got to be so frustrated with this. As you said, I think that's the perfect way to say it. He's just literally running circles around this guy right now. Losira, I think at this point, he's like, well, I guess I'm just going to attack with +2.
Yeah.
I've got a large number of roaches. I haven't committed to that many drones. I've got 49. You know, let me just pump out as many roaches as possible. Looks like he's going to try to take this third base down here to the south.
Wow, even catching some lone roaches out here. I mean, everything we're seeing here is just, it's clever, it's smart. Now, this is the one advantage that Losira did have, was his roach count. And he's about to have +2 for them, but it's not ready yet. It's almost ready. Ling's coming in here to surround and kill these from the back.
Oh,
gonna hold this base. Oh, look at the dance! The taunt! The BM! BM!
Yeah, that was really an incredible anti-timing. He attacks and +2 finishes as he loses the fight. And he attacked right as the burrow and burrow movement finishes for ByuL. It turns out he didn't even have to use it in the fight. He's just way too far ahead. He's delayed that third base for so long. He had double Evos here. He's finally got those upgrades now, and there's no way Losira can come back.
It's like we're going to an ace match, Valdez.
Yes, we are.
Even the queens are coming. The queens are coming. You know, Losira's queen's coming. She needs to go home. This third base is still not up. It just finished as the game finishes. Oh, look at this. Get out of my game. GG.
Not even
Korean.
GG in English.
Oh.
That's a frustrated Marine King GG if I ever saw one. ByuL slaps down Losira. Losira kind of continuing his not as successful streak here in Pro League. And we will be going to that ace match. And you know what? We may even just see ByuL once again.
And I think we will. But you know, this was another one of these, best of one, very specific to the map strategies. Maybe even more specific for the player, I guess, in this case, because I suppose you could have done that kind of style on any map. But the big map allows you to hide your Zerglings. And if that had been defended, if he had just made, like, I don't know, some Banelings or something, or it had his Roaches in better position, perhaps, then maybe that gets deflected. But it was a cool idea. It was unscouted. It was well hidden by ByuL. And today we're just seeing so much smart play.
Yeah.
I love Pro League.
I love Pro League too, man. Losira looks like he doesn't love Pro League right now. But yeah, I think it was just a very well-prepared build for the map. Like, giant map, you can hide your Zerglings. He hit it for so long, Losira couldn't have possibly gotten his units in position in time to defend. Also, that third base is pretty far away from the natural. You got to go down a ramp. So, you know, obviously it's going to increase your chances of having Losira not be in position to defend that if you do go for that build. So, really nicely prepared build once again out of ByuL, and he keeps him in it. And CJ Anthus may just barely hold on.
That they will, at least for now. But, I mean, I'm going to check the map right now because I've forgotten actually what the final map is. It is Echo.
Echo.
I think ByuL, but for MVP,
I think it might be Hero.
Could be Hero or ByuL, but I think if Younghwa is here, I actually didn't see him today. If he's here, I think he's the man.
I did see him, actually. He is here.
I think he's got to be the guy. He's the only one who can beat either ByuL or Hero on Echo. I don't think anyone who played today has it in them.
What if we just see Departure come out again against Hero? That would be insane.
Well,
I don't think there's any chance, but...
Yeah, I mean, he did a snipe build. He beat Hero. He's got another one planned for Echo. Then he really is a god like that we didn't know.
He's like their secret weapon they've been hiding for so long, if that happens. I think we are going to get a look at exactly who these Ace Match players are in just a moment, guys.
Yep. It's time to find out, and no matter what, it should make for an exciting match. CJ definitely had a tough one today so far to even have to force into the ace.
Yep. Let's see who the players are going to be.
Hero and Younghwa.
You called him out
It
with
had
the
to be Younghwa, man.
least.
It had to be Younghwa.
Yeah.
You know, right now, Choya is saying there is no ace player for MVP. I think Younghwa is the ace. Even though they don't send him out for specific maps, he's the catch-all. He's the safety. He's a safety pin.
And he does come out quite often in ace matches for them, actually. After Losira fell off, it was all about Younghwa. And I like Hero a bit better for the map. He didn't really have the greatest game against Departure. He didn't get to show his stuff. I think he's talking to the coach and saying, put me out again, coach. I'm going to wreck this nerd.
Yeah, I think so too, man.
Yep. Well, guys, we are going to have a 10-minute break first before we get to that ace match. Stay tuned.